at this picture again and see this line from the purport. Social literary men, scientists, mundane poets, theoretical philosophers, and politicians who are completely absorbed in the material advancement of sense pleasure are all dolls of the material energy. Why does someone associate with those materialistic people? Why? How does this come? Or why does one associate with spiritualist people? We talk about association of devotees. Why association of devotees is so important? Why we need to associate with devotees? The reason being, as this is mentioned, social literary men, scientists, mundane poets, theoretical philosophers, and politicians who are completely absorbed in the material advancement of sense pleasure are all dolls of the material energy. So if you see Bhagavad Gita, very, very beautiful verse. Most quoted verse, one of the most frequently spoken verses by Prabhupada, and it's a very important verse to pay attention to. Daivi yesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mahameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarante. What is Maya? You see, every one of us, we know what Maya is. And we gave a lot of different definitions. These are all definitions which are given like literal definitions. Maya, that which is not, energy of the Lord, external energy of the Lord, illusion, mind, energy of the Lord, three modes of material nature. The real definition of Maya, if you just meditate on this one verse in Bhagavad Gita, it can actually give you life. It is life-giving verse. Maya is actually nothing but forgetfulness of Krishna. Daivi yesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. Actually, in some part of Prabhupada's books, you will find Prabhupada says this is cruel Maya, Nishthura Maya. We are actually dolls in the hands of material energy. This is cruel Maya, the reason being, mithya abhiniveshataha. We are falsely engrossed in things which are not true. Falsely engrossed. And Daivi means transcendental. Prabhupada translates that in what word? It is if you see the Sanskrit word of that is by Sridhar Swami, alokik. Daivihi esha gunamai. Mind you, this verse is spoken by Krishna, not by Arjuna. He's telling Daivihi esha gunamai mama maya duratya. This Maya is such a powerful thing, and it makes people forget the reality. Every one of us, we remember that we are here to live. How many of us we remember that we're going to die one day? You know, there could be an accident on the road and somebody goes there and stops and takes a selfie or just takes a photograph and gets into the car and starts smoking and goes. Little that person realizes that tomorrow that same person who's driving the car can meet with an accident and die. Maya is such a powerful energy of the Lord, makes us completely forget our reality. We forget that, once we were there in the womb of our mother, packed in a condition where it is very abominable, like stool, urine, blood in that situation, and then we come out, and then all of a sudden, now that, we have got this body that also is filled with all those filthy things inside. But just the covering of skin makes it look so attractive that we forget who we are and get so engrossed in that. Mithya abhiniveshata. And how is it? Okay, you are saying it is a covering energy of the Lord. So, okay, I'll get rid of it. Duratyaya. Daivi yesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. It is very difficult to overcome. Very, very difficult. So if you see, even to the extent Sankaracharya, forget about other Vaishnava acharyas. Sankaracharya in his Bhajagovindam, he has written this wonderful line. It's so striking and so interesting to know. He says, Kate kanta kaste putraha samsaro ayamitiva vichitraha. This samsara, this is vichitra samsara. Kate kanta, whose wife? Kaste putraha, whose son? Samsaro ayamitiva vichitraha. This is a vichitra, wonderful place. But we are so engrossed. Daivi yasha gunamayi mama maya. Krishna says this is mine. Mama maya duratyaya. It is very difficult to overcome. The previous verse that Trivir gunamayir bhaver evi sarvam idam jagat. Actually, these verses need to be reflected on, need to be pondered about. Otherwise, we will never get that. We hear, we come here, sometimes we hear and then we go back, then we live in our own life. We think that everybody else in the world is in Maya, not me. Actually, we are also in Maya. We are very much in Maya. Because Maya, the definition of Maya is, it makes you forget Krishna. There could be so many situations in our life which makes us forget Krishna. And we think, okay, I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but during chanting time, I get all kinds of dirty thoughts. I get all kinds of botherations. I get all kinds of, agitations in mind. Either I go and sleep or I get distracted and I somehow chant. But after chanting is over, everything is fine. The moment the chanting bag is kept out, it is done. That is exactly what Maya is. There is a song which is written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Beautiful song. Samsara samsara kore miche gela kalo labhana koilo kichu ghatilo janjal. Sometimes momentarily in our life, we feel proud that I've got a house, I've got a nice car, I've got some big job. Samsara kore miche gelo kala. Actually, take my words and just go and see how much of time we spend in acquiring any of these possessions. Take a sheet and just write, okay, house, how much I struggle to get that. Car, how much I struggle to get that. Or job, how much I struggle to get some promotions. Samsara kore miche gelo kala. Labhana koilo kichi ghatilo janjal. Actually, there is no gain in that. Labhana koilo kichi ghatilo janjal. And rather it is janjala is a word. It's there in Sanskrit and in Hindi also. It actually increases our tension and anxiety. Sometimes when you ask people, they'll say, okay, Prabhu, what can we do? We are in Maya. Hey, you are in Maya, then come out. No, hum kaise aap, you have given up everything. We can't. We are in Maya. And you ask them, so okay, how's life? What's going on? And they'll say, Prabhu, what we will say, how much problem we have in our life, I can't even tell. Everybody thinks that his problem in life is the biggest problem. Actually, if people, stop telling this thing that I cannot tell and start telling their problems, then everybody will become renunciant. It is just because people are not telling their problems and they tell only 20%, 30%. People think that, okay, some people are happy in this world. Everybody else is, maybe I am in very deep trouble, but somebody else is happy. Like that story of that circus thing, if you remember, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that people are getting beaten up, but when they are coming out, that is great. I think you should try. Samsara kore miche gela kalo labhana koilo kichu ghatilo janjal. We are so deeply absorbed in this. Why these acharyas are telling? Why this association is so important? Labhana koilo kichi ghatilo janjal. Time goes by. You ask, I have asked many old people, what did you achieve in life? What's your achievement? Random old people. They say that nothing. But it makes us so that the power of Maya is Dhuratyaya. It is so difficult. It makes us forget. It makes us take away from Krishna. The moment, actually, the meaning of this verse is, this is a song from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This says, Having married and entered the entanglements of materialistic family life, I passed my time in vain. I never got any tangible gain or permanent benefit, but only trouble and botheration. Janjala, this is trouble and botheration in this material world. There's a saying which Prabhupada often quotes, Pisachi paile yena mati channa hai, maya grasta jiber hai se bhava uday. I don't know if you have seen anybody being haunted by a ghost. Pisachi paile yena mati channa hai. So if a person is haunted by a ghost, what he speaks, what he does, is just know this thing. When a person is haunted, he becomes practically insane. When one is in an insane condition, he speaks all kinds of nonsense. Maya grasta jivera. Hoy se bhava uday. Maya grasta jivera. Grasta. It is like the crocodile, catching that feet of the elephant. Maya grasta. Similarly, Maya has grasta, has caught us. Jivera hoy se bhava uday. If you see every word in that verse, Daivi, he, Esha, Gunamai. Actually, there is an age where a person automatically gets attracted to opposite sex. You don't have to do anything. Daivi Esha Guna, because the gunas are acting. The modes of material nature are acting. Daivi Esha Gunamai, Mama Maya Duratyaya, and Maya Duratyaya. Duratyaya, it is not easy, it is difficult to overcome. But Krishna says, Mameva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Mameva ye prapadyante. Only if we surrender to Krishna, Maya Metam, otherwise there is no way, there is nothing can be done. Mameva ye prapadyante Maya Metam Taranti.